All of it is you. All of it is you, I'm trying to tell you. If your friends are not treating you the way you want to be treated, it's you. It's you doing that.
But there is not a massive sky daddy that manipulates things to go one way or another. It is largely on us.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, son. Yo, every time I talk to them, they don't listen to me. Yo, I'm trying. Stop. Stop right there. Everything outside of you is outside of you.
Grand Rising family, welcome back to another episode of Little Boss Energy, where we uplift, motivate, and inspire each other to get shit together. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you know somebody who you think would enjoy watching this, or you think needs to see this, share it with them. I'm going to take a couple minutes to speak some truth. This channel is about uplifting, motivating, and inspiring each other to get our shit together. I talk. I like to talk. And I like to speak truth. I like to be real. I like to give my perspective and tell you how I did what I needed to do to get out of where I was at. 2/7s, for the last 2/7s, I was in the darkest place. I was not on the frequency of love. I wasn't. There were old beliefs, old habits, and old behaviors trying to surface up inside of me. I was so miserable. I was miserable. And, you know, I said that I was going to take a 7-day detox. I did 2, but that was all I needed. That was all I needed. One, the hustler in me was like, we're not taking that much time off. Like, no, we're not doing it. Like, get your mind right so we can get back to it, because no. If you're serious about really wanting a better life for yourself and for the ones around you, this is the channel for you. And I talk. I like to stop after a video and give my perspective, and I won't do it after every video. Get it? Like, that gets monotonous and annoying, and I get that. But if you really want to feel and be on the frequency of love, on continual, unconditional love, I know how to get there. These last 2/7s, my inside was reflecting out onto the people around me, onto the facilitators at the center that I go to for my mental health. I have to make amends with every single one of those facilitators because it wasn't fair to them. Even if they are behaving that way, why am I letting it bother me? Why am I allowing somebody else's behaviors to affect me and to have that much control over me, to bring up old thought patterns and old behaviors inside of me? It's because there's still work that needs to be done. I've done a lot of work. And the fact that I was even able to pull myself out of that space, you know, the old me would get in that space and stay there for months. I would use to numb it because I didn't know how to deal with it, because I wasn't healing the parts in myself that I needed to heal to not feel like I needed to numb it. I wasn't working through it. And that is why I'm like, I need to take a break from social media. I've got to do it. I need to read some books, and I'm reading this amazing book called Creative Visualization. Listen, I love to read. I love to write. I love to sing. But drugs took that from me. Being in the season that I'm in right now, this is the perfect season to get into doing those things that I once loved doing. I'm only on social media, even though it was only two days, 2/1s, that I was off completely. That's all I needed for me to realize, one, the hustle doesn't stop. And even though I'm not monetized yet, I will be. I will be, and I will be soon, because I believe that. When I am able to fully comprehend that I am the creator of my reality, I am the one that gets to choose what my day is going to look like and how I view the world, I am so comfortable in solitude. And it's beautiful here. But guess what? Nothing grows in comfort zones. I'm growing in my comfort zone. I'm growing when I'm in solitude. But the divine is telling me that it's time to step out into the world and start making a difference. Start leading and guiding people to help them find their true selves. Because I'm doing it now with myself. And I want you to know that I will never say something or tell you something or give you advice on how to do something if I haven't already done it myself. I just want you to know that right now. So, with that being said, if you're ready to take your life to another level, to a better level, to a higher level, if you're ready to awaken consciously, you have to do the work within yourself. But while you're doing that work within yourself, I will help guide you in the right direction. And you don't have to be on social media. You don't have to go scrolling yourself. I will bring the videos to you. I will do that work for you. And I know YouTube is social media, but if the one platform that you do choose to have is YouTube, obviously it is because you're watching this right now, I will do the scrolling for you. You don't have to get on social media to go find things that help you with your inner work. Also, I will tell you real fast, what also helps me when I am doing my research is having a notebook and a pen or pencil so I can write things down. I have notebooks upon notebooks of some amazing information. And what's crazy is that I write it down and I don't go back and like read over it. So I just write it. So then later on, I will like be going through my notebooks and I'll start reading and I'm like, okay, girl, I see you. That is actually what helped pull me out of my dark place was those notebooks. Because I was able to read what I wrote. And I'm like, you know what? Like, what are you doing, Jessica? You've done so much. You've come too far to stay where you are right now. And, you know, the fact that I was able to pull myself out of that space so quickly, I'm so impressed and amazed by myself. It just shows me, like, I really am capable of anything. And so are you. You are capable of anything you put your mind to. You just have to believe in yourself and know that you are capable of it. Our first affirmation for today says, I embrace stillness and tranquility within me. Sit quietly for 2 minutes, feeling the weight of your body and the calm within. Gotta go within. Everything comes from within. Everything. Every answer, every question you have, the answer you're looking for comes from inside of you. And that is true facts. I'm not like just telling you what I believe. I know for a fact because I'm doing it. Okay, second affirmation. The divine has radiated me with a great friend. And for that, I am thankful. We may not know each other physically, but if you're watching this, I consider you my family. You are my family. If you're watching this, you are being more of a family to me than my own family ever has been. I just want you to know I'm thankful for you and I love you. And the last affirmation, this is the one that I wrote for myself. People will always hate on your shine, but never comprehend the storms you had to survive just to glow like this. They see the light, not the battles, but your shine is proof that you made it through what was meant to break you. And listen, man, when I tell you what I just went through, I know it was meant to break me. I know that it was meant to destroy me. But I've got a calling on my life that nothing and no one can take. And so do you. You have to believe in yourself, friend. Listen, I'm excited. If you're still watching this after that long-ass talk I just had, you're ready. You want better. You want your life to change. And I'm so excited for you. I'm excited because listen, when you feel that pure bliss inside of you, you refuse to settle for anything less. You learn your worth. You learn to respect yourself and your values. Listen, I'm so excited. I'm excited for you. Okay. You can do this. We can do this together. And we're going to get through this. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's get straight into it.
Here's an uncomfortable truth. Being understanding is why people keep disrespecting you comfortably. Hold my hand while I tell you this. When you always see their side, always give them grace, and always explain their behavior for them, you don't come off as mature. You come off as easy to manipulate. That's not empathy. That's self-abandonment at its finest. But I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments.
Good point.
Love y'all. Embrace the bottom.
This is exactly why you keep going back and forth between your old identity and the new one. Let's get into it. You know those moments where you're feeling good for a week or two or maybe even a month. You're motivated, you're inspired, but something pulls you right back into that old identity. And that's because you don't have a solid anchor within the relationship that you have with yourself. You can start moving different and thinking different, but your nervous system never agreed to actually stay there. So the moment pressure is applied in your life, your body is going to naturally pull you back into what feels familiar and what it knows. Not what you want and where you want to go, but what feels familiar. And that's exactly why people jump back and forth between identities. One day you're locked in and then the next you're doubting yourself. Understand that a new identity does not stick because you decide for it to. It sticks when your nervous system feels safe enough to live there. And once you actually build that bond with yourself, once you anchor into who you actually are and what you actually want, there is no more jumping back and forth and starting over. Because the thing about it is you're no longer trying to become someone new. You become regulated enough to stay who you already touched. And this is the exact reason why you keep shifting back and forth between identities. So if you find yourself going through this is exactly what I speak on in depth in my new ebook, the Identity Shifting and Nervous System Regulation Manual, where I break down exactly how to understand this process and how to actually regulate your nervous system when life feels like it's falling apart. Well, if this video explains you, the link is in my bio where you'll begin your journey to your alignment.
I'm not gonna charge you. I will give you the game for free.
Y'all do realize that people that support your bad habits and the stupid shit you do, they don't care about you, right? Somebody who actually cares about you and your well-being, they're gonna put pressure on you to do better as a person. The ones who support your bad decisions and toxic behavior, they don't fucking like you because they don't fucking like themselves. They supporting your behavior because they want you to get dragged down just like them. They want you to be ain't shit just like them. In the back of your mind, you think this person care about you. Whole time in the back of their mind, they like, yes, keep fumbling, keep fucking up, be a fuck up just like me. I want you to be down in the dumps just like me. Think about it this way. You could be the only person with a good relationship in your group of friends, and your group of friends will try to sabotage your fucking relationship. You think they giving you good advice whole time, they miserable and jealous of what you got. This is why you gotta be careful and have discernment when it comes to what people are supporting you're doing. Motherfuckers really be trying to sabotage you the whole time. Like you really continue to do stupid shit just cause they hyping you up and they supporting you in everything you do. This motherfucker really just sabotaging your ass the whole time. They like, oh man, I really thought that motherfucker was better than me. They not no more. Y'all really gotta watch out for people, man. Y'all gotta watch out what people be pushing y'all to do.
He is not lying. I'm very selective.
You meet people at the level of where you are. And so you see yourself in them. And when you're busy labeling them, saying they're this, you don't realize that you're seeing them through the lens of you. Because you haven't faced the shit you need to face, you fling that shit at them. They are this. They only meet you to show you to you. If you had done the work and felt safe and felt loved and felt worthy within yourself, do you think you would meet this person? They are come to show you to you. And if you bitch and moan and blame and criticize and label them, you are missing the point in the school of life, that you're not seeing that it's you who attracted this person to show you to you for the work that you have to face and the work that you have to do. And maybe when you do that work, you suddenly see them very differently. Or you say thank you and you walk away.
This is what I just went through. This is wild. Like,
Feel it. Feel it. Seriously, feel it. I'm going to sit down when I tell you this because it's not going to be fun. But you need to feel it. Whatever emotion you feel when you get sober is the reason why you don't stay sober. There's something that you haven't processed that happened a long time ago. And I mean this out of love, man, because that was me too. I stayed twisted and messed up for a lot of years in my life because my dad died and I was angry. I was really angry. I was so angry at him, I hated him. for a lot of years of my life, and I used alcohol and weed and nicotine and gambling and lots of other addictions to mask that. So if you're angry, man, you gotta feel it. You do. That's the answer. And it's not the fun one, it's the harder path to choose. But it will improve your quality of life. Genuinely, it will. I say that as a guy who's had to overcome a lot of addictions in his life. The other side is better. So I believe in you, brother. God bless.
I just want to say this, and this is for my people that are watching this that have addictions. And honestly, everybody, really, if you look at it, if you eat sugar and you can't stop, you're addicted. If you drink coffee nonstop, you're addicted. We're all addicted to something. When we sit back and reflect on, why do I feel like I need this? I have overcame every addiction in my life except coffee and vaping. That's it. That's what I have left to conquer. That's it. When I really started doing the work within myself and really started getting sober and staying sober serious, I was tired. I didn't want to do it anymore. I couldn't do it anymore. I was tired of that life. I was just tired. I was exhausted. I couldn't do it anymore. And every time that I had gotten sober before, I wasn't doing it for myself. I was doing it for my kids. I was doing it because my mom wanted me to. I was doing it because I had nowhere else to go. I was doing it, name the reason. I'm sure at some point I did it for that reason. The last time I went to treatment, I realized I had to do it for myself. I was never a person that got into relationships and treatment. I'm not like looking for because you're in the same position I'm in. You're going to do for me. And plus I was never really attracted. I don't know, whatever, doesn't matter. The divine placed me in a relationship that taught me a lot of great lessons that I learned. And once those lessons were learned, I was no longer able to have peace in that relationship at all. Like none at all. I never missed a therapy appointment. And when I started really, I had an amazing therapist that she held me accountable. She called me on my bullshit. She didn't allow me to feel sorry for myself. She gave me the space that I needed to cry and talk about the things that I was embarrassed to talk about. I had that. There are therapists out there that will give you that if that's what you need for your healing journey. Nobody can do it for you. You got to do it for yourself. If you're doing it for anything or anyone other than yourself, it's not going to stick. It might for a little while, but it won't stick forever. If you don't do the work within yourself, sure, you might learn how to stay sober, but that's all you're going to be, is sober. You're going to be miserable. You're not going to change your behaviors or your way of thinking. You're just going to know how to stay sober. I believe in you. You can do this. It doesn't last forever.
I don't think about anything. I just keep going.
Yeah.
And I'm so blessed and lucky. My life is so beautiful and perfect and so pink.
What's the most beautiful thing about your life?
Everything is so beautiful in my life. But that's how I choose to see it. I choose to see it as beautiful and perfect all the time. That's my choice and that's what I choose. So you have the choice also. So make your choices and you can change your choices anytime you want.
She has a beautiful soul.
This is a spiritual warning you should never ignore. I don't care how normal it seems. If you're getting ready to leave your house and you keep forgetting things, you're dropping your keys, your coffee spills, you get distracted, stop. Don't force it. Sit down, breathe, wait it out. That's your spiritual guide slowing you down on purpose. Why? Because of timing matter. You are being guided away from something that is dangerous. Yes, even a car accident, even a spiritual attack. Number 2, if you're talking to someone and out of nowhere, you forget what you were about to say. Your mind goes blank. You suddenly feel drained. That's not social anxiety. That's your body protecting your truth. You were oversharing with the wrong person. Change your subject close your energy. Not everybody deserves to hear your story. Number 3, if your house plant randomly dies for no reason. After being perfectly healthy, that plant didn't die. It took the hit for you. Plants absorb energy, and that energy wasn't meant for them. It was an attack on you. Think about who you had over recently. That visit did not come with clean intentions. And number 4, stop letting people touch your hair. Yes, I said it. Your hair is your crown. It holds energy. It holds memory. And when the wrong person touches it, they could put their intentions into you. That's spiritual warfare, not superstition. Protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. I'm Simeon. I'm a certified life, health, and transformational coach, and I help people just like you heal naturally. If you feel like this message was for you and you're ready to protect your energy, heal your body, and reconnect with your higher self, click the link in my bio and apply to work directly with me, or join our next wellness group challenge. You're not crazy. You're being called.
You're not crazy. You're being called. Here they are, buddy. Your whole little crew. Don't worry, they're right here. I love humans like that.
Why are you not writing?
Sir, I misplaced my pen.
Okay, here's mine.
Thank you, sir.
You owe me a favor.
But sir, you're the one that gave me the pen.
Exactly. I just want to show you something. Sometimes in life, people will help you. And in turn, they will start asking you for things you never agreed to give to them.
So like when someone buys me food and they tell me I should be their friend?
Exactly. You must understand that help is not a contract. If someone gives you something and in turn start asking you to give them what you never bargained for, that is manipulation, not kindness.
Okay, sir.
You owe no one your peace in exchange for kindness you did not ask for.
Okay.
And before you receive anything from anybody, you must learn to ask why they're giving it to you. And if the intentions are not clear, even if you want it very badly, turn it down. You will save yourself from many, many mistakes.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
That was a beautiful lesson. And he is an amazing father.
Weed is perfectly fine, bro. If you want to smoke it every single day and smoke your days away, that's cool. From brother to brother, I'm not here to be nice to you. I'm here to keep it a buck, all right? You need to hear this. Stop running from accountability, all right? The people around you, they ain't letting you know, so I gotta let you know. You're not doing it because you solely enjoy it. You're doing it because you're running away from something. You're using it as a coping mechanism. The quicker you face whatever issue that you're going through in your life that's making you partake in those type of activities, the better of a space you will be in life. The sooner you will get there. But I'm here to tell you that procrastination, you feel me? Them dark spaces in your life, the reason why you keep getting in those spaces is because you're running away from the problem. We men. One day we gotta face the problem and say, look, I'm finna knock it out. You get what I'm saying? I'm about to overcome it. That's what it's about, bro. You could be in such a way better space in life if you just stop doing the things that's holding you back.
Women also, not just men.
So what's another way someone can manipulate you with their apology?
My bad, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, what's another way someone can manipulate you with their apology?
I don't understand what you're asking me. Like, I don't.
So how can someone manipulate you with their apology?
But what are you trying to ask me, Darren? Like, I don't understand. Like, are you asking me for another example, or what are you asking me for?
Bro, it's a simple question. I'm just asking, how can someone manipulate you with their apology? Why are you starting to get irritated again?
Fine, bro, I'm sorry. All right? Is that what you want to hear? I said I'm sorry.
Why are you yelling? I wasn't.
Because you never let it go, Darren. No matter what I do, you keep bringing up the same shit. So yeah, I apologize, but apparently my apologies aren't good enough for you.
Bro, I didn't even say it wasn't good enough.
Just what?
I just said, why are you getting why are you getting
You think you're perfect? You're trying to act like you never up? At least I got the fucking guts to say sorry, unlike you.
Bro.
You wanna act like you're all innocent, you wanna act like you're the victim here. Meanwhile, I'm the only one here trying to fix things right now.
Whatever you're doing right now doesn't even sound like you're trying to fix anything. All I did, bro, was try to ask you a question. You're mad at me for asking a question, and then you're apologizing while still getting mad at me. I don't know what's going on.
Bro, this is real.
Why'd you throw that?
This is I'm getting pissed. I'm literally apologizing and somehow I'm still the villain.
Alright, dude, I'm sorry, bro. Let's just stop.
Do you hear yourself right now?
Let's just stop recording. We'll call it a day. I think we had enough of this.
That's the angry apology. It's not meant to heal you. What it's truly meant to do is intimidate you. They yell, they slam, they throw things, they flip the script. And at the end of it, you're the one who feels guilty for even asking for an apology to begin with. To anybody watching this, that's not accountability. That's abuse disguised as remorse.
It is okay to think for yourself and disagree with the collective norm. It's okay to not have the same opinion as what society thinks. It's okay to not follow groupthink. It's okay to not just blindly follow like a robot collective norms within society. It's okay to question certain things. It's okay to be an individual. It's okay to use your brain. It's okay to use your mind.
It's okay to think for yourself.
Go fail. Go messed up. Go make a mistake. So what? And what? You fail, life goes on. You don't fail, life goes on. You make a mistake, life goes on. You don't make a mistake, life goes on. You messed up, life goes on. You don't mess up, life goes on. So that fear you have, what if I do it? What are they gonna say? How it's gonna go? It's just the fear of the unknown. But you cannot let the fear of the unknown stop you from dreaming, stop you from believing, stop you from doing what it is that you wanna do. You fail, life goes on. You don't fail, life goes on. You make a mistake, life goes on. You don't make a mistake, life goes on. So why can't you allow life to go on while you are loving yourself, believing in yourself, and doing what it is that you want to do? The fear of unknown is an illusion. Go do it and figure it out. I messed up too, but I don't give up. I failed too, but I don't give up. I made mistakes too, but I don't give up. And so what? Has the world stopped? Has the rain stopped? No, it goes on. Life goes on. Life goes on. Go be great. You deserve it.
Go be great, family. Yeah.
So it's that time of year again for humans to make their New Year's resolutions that they're not going to keep up with a month from now.
Hey, 3 days in, give up. Why not?
Yeah, give up. Why not?
Give up.
You know, humans have all these resolutions that they make on New Year's. You know what they should actually have for their New Year's resolutions?
What should they actually have for their New Year's resolutions?
Maybe be better to each other.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, maybe stop hating people for thinking differently than you.
Maybe have a little bit more patience for the person that's clearly trying their best.
Maybe have a New Year's resolution to stop comparing yourself to other people that are just living completely different trajectories of life than you.
Maybe they should have a resolution where they drink a little bit more water so they're less fatigued and mean to people.
Yeah, a huge problem with humanity's decline is that a lot of these motherfuckers are just dehydrated.
Literally, just drink more water. Your cells are thirsty and it's making you sad.
Gallon a day. Sprinkle some electrolytes in there.
Hydrate.
I mean, they're not lying. I love the alien
If
guys.
you want to look better, fast. If you want to feel better, fast. If you want to have more energy, more momentum, more discipline, more commitment, more consistency, more creativity, more athleticism, more everything, fast. The point of this video is that fasting is going to level you up in every single area of your life, because fasting is not just a physical discipline. Fasting is a mental discipline, first and foremost, a spiritual discipline, first and foremost, meant to sharpen our soul, meant to show us who we really are. Okay? The physical benefits, the getting lean, that's a manifestation, that's a representation. That just comes naturally from having a lean spirit, a sharp mind. That comes naturally from being disciplined in the mind. Okay? So if you're trying to change your life, fast. Stop eating and then start fasting from other stuff that's holding you back. Stop going on social media so much. Stop watching so much sports and reality TV. Stop playing so much basketball. Stop doing so much yoga. Stop distracting yourself with unnecessary bullshit. Lock in for 60 days, 90 days, half a year. You can completely change everything in half a year. I quit my job and changed everything in 3 months. When you really lock in, do that. Faster way to freedom. Faster way to freedom.
He is 1,000% correct.
One of the best things that ever happened to you in your life is literally to hit rock bottom. Hitting rock bottom really lets you see how nothing is truly yours. Which ironically, technically makes everything yours, because nothing is yours. You know the whole Scarface analogy, the world is yours thing? The world is your oyster. I know y'all done heard that saying before, the world is your oyster. Like, the only limit is literally your imagination. Whatever limit you cap on yourself, that's the limit. It ain't the limit they put on you. It ain't the limit that she said, he said, them, they, her, man, all of them. The limit is what you place on yourself. Because that's how powerful the mind is. God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, gave us this wonderful fucking machine. This biological machine called the brain. And it has a mind in it that is literally infinite. You can do whatever you want to do. You have to figure it out though. That's why God gave your ass a brain. Hundreds of billions of neurons, neuroplasticity, neurotransmitters, all these different things we have, bro. It's for you to use them. The brain really is the best piece of technology there is because it houses the mind, which is literally this infinite source of greatness.
You only live once. You know what they say. Yeah, but what they say is wrong. You only die once. You live every day. You gotta make the most of every single day.
Mic drop. That was a good one.
Here's 5 ways to regain trust within yourself after living in survival mode. Number 1, keep small promises to yourself. Do what you say you're going to do. Number 2, pause before reacting. If you can pause and articulate yourself and think, you are no longer in survival mode. Number 3, listen to your body's vote. If your body tightens, listen. If your body relaxes, proceed. Number 4, tell yourself your truths once. No over-explaining, no self-betrayal. This equals self-love and self-respect. Number 5, stop abandoning yourself for peace. Discomfort with others is safer than a war within yourself. Stay blessed.
That was some good information. Are you writing stuff down?
Why are you worried about all of the shit that you worry about? Like, you're on a rock spinning 1,000 miles an hour in the middle of 2 trillion galaxies, and you're worrying about what other people think about you or worrying about if you're going to fail. Like, what if you knew that you weren't going to wake up tomorrow? If you were going to die tonight, would you still be focusing on all of this dumb stuff that you focus on? How would that change what you do today? Think about this, and I mean, like, really think about it and let that dictate your next action and what you focus on.
Stop overthinking this shit. Let me tell you something. Stop overthinking this shit. You talking you out of everything that you doing. Guess what? You keep listening to your day ones telling you what you shouldn't do. Man, nah, don't start that shit. It ain't gonna work. Guess what you need to do? You need to go get some day 2s because your day 1's still stuck on day 1. Let me tell you a secret. I failed more times than you've tried. I failed more times than you've tried. Every idea that you had, you just simply didn't do it because you tricked yourself out of thinking it. You tricked yourself out of the idea. You told yourself it wasn't going to work. You was afraid that nobody was going to fuck with what you had going on. You was afraid you wasn't going to get no sales on starting your business. Guess what? You never going to get no sales if you don't start it. Let me tell you a secret. You failing is better than you not trying at all because guess what? You going to miss every shot you don't take. A lot of y'all just pulling up to the free throw line like this. Nah, I ain't gonna shoot it. I'm scared I might miss. Guess what? You missed because you didn't take the chance. You got to take a risk in life. Guess what? A lot of y'all been stuck in the same place for 5 years because you afraid to take that leap. You afraid to take that damn leap. You afraid to do some shit that you never done. Let me tell you another secret. If you want something you never had, you got to do something you never done. A lot of y'all ain't never done shit. And then you mad, you stuck in it. You don't like your job. You don't like what you do. Guess what? You got the power to change it. You got the power to change it. Can't nobody control your life but you. It's your fault.
If you're not where you want to be, it's nobody else's fault. Quit pointing fingers at everybody else around you. Quit pointing fingers at them. It's not their fault. It's your fault. You in control of your life. You can't blame nobody else for your shortcomings in life. Guess what? If I fuck up right now, I can only blame myself. And the truth is, you're never going to be successful till you take accountability. You're never going to get successful till you realize nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. Stop overthinking the shit. Get started right now. Why are you telling me you can get started next week? Who the fuck promised you next week?
On my mama, on my kids, on my this, on my that. Stop doing that. That's a contract. You have to remember that Satan is the accuser of the brethren, and he will use every one of your words against you, whether you are ignorant of what you're saying or not. Stop following these demonic trends. I didn't want to take it here, but there are people who are 6 feet under because you said stuff like, I promise to God on my grandma. I promise on my mama. I promise on my children. And you didn't even realize that Satan was capturing your words so that he can use them against you. Now you end up with a family member who's fighting for their life simply because you released a curse against them. What's crazy these days is that we've actually made a trend out of speaking curses over people in their faces and behind their backs, saying stupid stuff like, you know that girl ain't got no sense. Or you're dumb. Then again, you say stuff like, I'm dying. And you think because it's a trend it has no power? Life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat the fruit thereof. I don't know who needs to hear this, but sometimes you're working really hard. You're putting forth a lot of effort, and you should have been rich by now. You should have been successful by now. But it's the word curses that are working against what you do with your hands. I remember having a young girl, she would always say to me, you're so stupid. This was any time I made her laugh. One day I sat at my computer and I couldn't get a thought to come up for nothing. I had been working on a project and all of a sudden I felt stupid. So I began to pray and said, Lord, this is happening too frequently now. And God helped me to understand you are allowing someone to speak word curses over you. So the next time I talked to her, when she said, you're so stupid, I said, girl, we're going to have to find you some brand new words.
I just want to say this real fast. I agree with what she's saying, except don't ever feel like you should be farther ahead or you are too ahead. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Every thought, every decision, every action you have taken has led you to this very moment. You're not behind. You're not ahead. You're right where you're supposed to be.
But there is not a massive sky daddy that manipulates things to go one way or another. It is largely on us. And the fact that we are putting that energy into the cosmic forces instead of taking responsibility for it keeps us from making the world a better place and from being more proactive in changing our world for the better, because we're waiting on Jesus to come back and get us, or we're leaving it up to God instead of taking action to make the world better and do something better. But when we leave it up to God and we're waiting on God to fix it, or we're waiting on Jesus to come back and save us, it absolves us from the responsibility of actually making our world a better place, of actually taking responsibility for our actions and governing our behavior in a way that says, are you a good person? Not based on your afterlife, where you think you're going to heaven or hell. Do you treat people right in this world right now? Christianity is a cop-out for people who don't want to have action right now on making this world better. So we think about the next life, the afterlife, we living to live again. No, we're not. We're living right now. What are you doing right now to make this world better besides praying and begging God to do something when he's already given us the power? The power is in your hands to make the world better or to make it worse. God is not going to stop kids from getting cancer. Cancer is a natural progression of what we eat, our environment, our genetics, and the world that we live in. That's always going to be. Yep. No matter how much we pray, it's not about whether you sinned or not sinned, or a good or a bad person. It is a natural human condition that is going to happen, but sexual abuse of children doesn't have to happen.
No.
We could stop it. We could make it very punishable. We could easily stop abusers from coming into power, but largely our churches are hubs for abusers. The church is the largest purchaser of sexual abuse insurance. Our churches are safe havens for abusers. Because all we got to do is say that God sent them or they are used by God, and they can do any and everything to people because we're waiting on God to fix it. And that's a flaw in theology. That is one of the major hangups of Christianity and of religion in general, that we wait on God to do something that we are already empowered to do because God is within us. God is not puppeteering our daily lives. God is not in our daily activities like that. The world was created. We are living our life. We have the power within us to be good or bad, to be a positive or a negative influence. God is in our daily activities to the point of, I got a gut feeling that I shouldn't go here. If I listen to it and don't go, I will be safe. If I do not listen to it, I will be harmed. Some people get healed, some people do not get healed, because some people will recover and some people will not recover. That's not a God thing. That is a human nature thing. That is a science thing. When we take the mysticism out of it and look at it practically, it is clear why some children get abused and some don't. Because some people are abusers and some are not. Because some abuse is punished and some is let slide. Not because God decided that your great-great-grandmother was a bad person, so I'm going to let this child get abused. That's a theological flaw that we have to correct so that people can actually be better people instead of relying on Sky Daddy to fix everything, because it's not going to happen.
Bro, what she said.
You know the key to being deep with somebody is being curious about them. You have to be curious about them to be deep with them. Because being deep comes from being curious. How you gonna be deep and you ain't curious about nothing? How you gonna really get to know somebody and you ain't truly curious about them? You ain't really got no desire to really know about them. What do you think a philosopher is? Curious every waking moment of their life. That's why they so deep. And it's really one of the best forms of intimacy, is somebody just being curious about you, because it actually shows you they want to be engaged with you. When somebody's curious about you, especially in conversation, you can really tell if they curious about you. Like if they eyes trailing off, they ain't really paying attention, they ain't really contributing shit, they ain't using no body language, man, curious about you, man, they don't give a damn. And a lot of dynamics nowadays really lack curiosity. Like, bro, you know how much that mean to me, especially nowadays when people ain't deep worth of. Do you know how much that mean to me when somebody shows that they actually care about what's going on with me? Not just surface level. What's your job? How's the weather today? I don't give a f. They actually care about why I think the way I think. How I got to thinking that way. What are some other deep things I think about that I feel like I can't relate to with anybody else? Like, if you ask me stuff like this, that shit hit me in my soul. Cause nobody does that shit. Everybody's surface level is a Curiosity is one of the deepest forms of intimacy for me. If you ain't curious about me, if you don't make me curious about you, bro, I don't give a f.
It is what it is. No more looking in the past, baby. It already passed.
Oh, man.
God can work with what we have now. But we can't change anything in the past, baby. It's not worth it to keep meditating on what could have been if you did something different. Just work with what you got right now, the circumstances. Hey, how can I make the most of this? Well, I made the decision. Oh well, might as well let myself through it. Grace and compassion, me, I'm learning lessons. It couldn't have been any different, baby. I didn't know then what I know now.
I think that song's gonna get muted. I didn't realize
Why
that
you shouldn't
until just
seriously
right now,
date
so I apologize.
while you're getting your life together. I'm at the beach right now. I'm from Clearwater, Florida, so I grew up by the beach. This is very common to me. But as I'm stepping on the sand, there's a little girl. It's her first time at the beach. And she just hit the sand. And she's excited. She's telling her parents, I found a shell, mommy. I found a shell. I found a shell. And she has no clue how many shells are near the shoreline, because it's her first time just even touching the sand. So she finds a small shell and she's excited about that. You do the same thing when you're stepping into new phases of life. You're reaching levels that you've never reached before. You're metaphorically touching sand that you've never touched before when you're transforming into new levels and new versions of yourself. And so similar to that little girl, you touch the first bit of sand And metaphorically speaking, you'll find a shell, that being a person in this metaphor. And you're so excited because you ain't never found a person like this before. Not realizing the trajectory of where you're headed is towards so much abundance that's even greater and more on frequency than what you even just ran across. And so it's important that you don't seriously date while you're transforming into new levels of yourself, because you could be en route to a different frequency, higher version of yourself, higher level of life. And you could pick up somebody on the way that's in harmony with the version of yourself that's at a lower level in trajectory, en route to where you're going, versus in alignment to where your destiny is. So be open to what God has for you, but focus on your purpose, focus on your direction, focus on where you're going is the main thing.
In this video, she speaks about what...
I do agree with that 100%. When you are getting yourself together, you do not need the distraction of another person, because you're learning yourself. You're learning who you are, what your values are, and your non-negotiables and your beliefs. And I believe that our beliefs change every day. Our values might change. I know the things that I valued 2 years ago, I don't value those things anymore. I still value honesty and trust and loyalty and respect, and I still value those things. For me, one of my non-negotiables is littering. I will not accept that. If you litter, I'm going to ask you to please pick it up, and if you don't, I'll pick it up. But, you know, if you're not going to respect that boundary and that value that I have in myself, if you don't respect the earth, you don't respect yourself. And I'm sorry to say that, but it's the truth, because when you learn to respect yourself, you respect everything and everyone around you, and that includes littering. So I will not, that is a non-negotiable for me. I've always been I've always not littered. I accepted it in other people, and I would pick it up still, but today it's a non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable for me. I will not accept it. I will not. And if you don't respect the earth, like I said, you don't respect yourself. Yeah, that's one of my non-negotiables. Cheating is another non-negotiable for me. I will not give you another chance. Putting your hands on me, I will not give you another chance. You will not have a second chance. I will. And the old me accepted those things. Yeah, I would give you 7,563 chances before I was like, you know what, I'm done. Yeah, I did. Today, no. Absolutely not, because I know my worth, because I respect myself. I know what I deserve. But the divine, I've already found my seashell. And even though we don't physically know each other yet, I'm not looking for any other seashell. I found my seashell. One of my lessons is patience. And the divine is really working on me with patience. And not just in that area, but in all areas of my life. I've been a very impatient, impulsive person my whole life. He is the masculine version of me. I am the feminine version of him. It is a divine union. So, like, I'm not worried or stressed about him finding another seashell, because I know he knows I'm his seashell. Just like I know he's mine. Maybe you will find your seashell, but this guy is right. Like, when you are in your healing season, when you are in your get your shit together season, you do not need another person in your life. If you are single, if you are in a toxic relationship and you get out of that relationship, do not get into another relationship until you learn your worth, until you know your value, until you know your values, until you know your non-negotiables, until you know your core beliefs, until you're able to work on all of those things, because then and only then are you going to find the person that was created just for you. They're out there. She's out there. He's out there. You're not going to find him until you do the work within yourself. I promise you that. If you haven't already found them, if it's not meant for you, it's not going to stay. And that's the best advice I have
to do anytime you feel a strong sense of emotions. Make sure you watch until the end and let me know what you think in the comments below.
The next time you get hit with a random, strong sense of emotion, bam, sadness, bam, anxiety, fear, whatever it is, try this the next time. Instead of saying to yourself, I feel sad, I feel angry, I feel fill in the blank, try using this phrase. There is anxiety in my energy field. There is fear in my energy field. There is anger in my energy field. It's very important that you don't use the word I, and your inclination is going to be to say I, so you're going to have to rehearse this over time. And it's also very important that you say it out loud. Simply saying it in your head is not going to be enough to get this energy out of your body. Once you've said there is fill in the blank energy in my energy field out loud, one of two things is going to happen. It's either immediately going to dissipate and start to feel separate from you, or it's going to linger a bit longer because it is in fact you. So let's say it lingers. You then need to ask yourself, what did I see, think, hear, witness, listen to, no matter what it is that just triggered this emotional reaction? What about what I just took in triggers either my ego or my soul? Meaning, am I thinking about this and I'm feeling negative feelings, or am I feeling this in my emotional body and I'm feeling negative feelings? Then once we establish that, we can ask ourselves, what from this situation can my ego grow from, or can my soul be better supported by? Let's go back up. Let's say you say the phrase, there is sadness in my energy field, and it immediately becomes separate from you. What you likely just experienced is energy telepathy. And there is somebody in your environment or somebody who's energetically connected to you that just sends you that energy, and it's not yours. This will help you develop emotional intelligence, and it will also help you develop a stronger relationship with your intuition.
That I wrote that down.
I got a question for you, bro. What's up, man? Do you actually want it, or do you want other people to see that you have it?
That is good. That is good. That is really good.
What is a paradigm? A paradigm is a program in your subconscious mind that controls your behavior to an enormous degree. It controls all of your habitual behavior. If you don't like the results you're getting, understand the results are caused by your actions. Trace the result back to the action. What's causing the action? It's an idea in your subconscious mind. You see, you already know how to do better than you're doing. That's not the problem. You're not doing what you know how to do. And that is because the conscious mind is programmed with information, knowing how to do something, but the subconscious mind does not have that information. The subconscious mind is programmed to do something probably exactly the opposite. And until you change the subconscious programming, nothing's going to change.
All of it is you. All of it is you. I'm trying to tell you. If your friends are not treating you the way you want to be treated, it's you. It's you doing that. Because it's up to you. You do two things. Either go up to them, talk it out maturely, and tell them, I don't like this, or y'all gonna change. And if they don't change, you leave. Y'all talk it out, and now it starts to become better, right? If your woman ain't treating you right, if your man ain't treating you right, it's your fault. Bring it up to them maturely. You're not treating me right. I don't like this. Is it gonna change? If it don't, leave. Go find somebody else. It's your fault. It's your decision. Or bring it up to them maturely. Y'all talk it out like adults, and y'all both start to hash it out, and it gets better over time. Those are the only two options you got. Talk it out, and it goes well, or talk it out and just leave. It's only two options. It's all you. The way everybody treats you, it's all you. Stop blaming other people. Stop blaming other people for how they treat you, what they done done. It literally was you that allowed it. Take accountability, take responsibility. I'm trying to tell you. You start to maneuver in life like this. You stop playing the blame game. Everything is your fault.
Yep.
Oh, you start making shit shake for real.
This is what that's what I just went through. Like,
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, son. Yo, every time I talk to them, they don't listen to me. Yo, I'm trying. Stop. Stop right there. Everything outside of you is outside of you. The reason why you're going through it is because you don't realize that you're trying to become the ruler of other worlds instead of ruling your own world. These things wouldn't bother you if you understood one important rule. Everything outside of this is outside of this. Got it?
Got it? Got it.
A part of you has to die in order to level up. Check this out.
A part of you has to die. Every time you evolve, you gotta leave it back there. You want it because it's familiar. And a lot of times we like to resort to the familiar, even if it's toxic. So you have to leave that corpse. You have to walk forward and not look back. But it's leaving your old ways and you.
You do not become who you were meant to be by dragging the old you forward. You have to let it go. To evolve, the old identity has to end. That's the cost of becoming the new and upgraded version of yourself.
Yep.
Spinning is the ultimate technique to open every single chakra. Guys, you have to do this. This is something we have forgot about doing. If you want to open your chakras, if you want to become psychic, if you want to use your third eye, which is connected to your thymus gland, and your thymus gland is connected to your vestibular system. So if you want to use your third eye, if you want to be more psychic, if you want to use your brain, you have to spin. Spinning is one of the best exercises to train your brain to rewire itself, to become more structured, to be more synchronized, and it just helps all the connections there. Okay? Like I said, your vestibular system is the communication center of the body. When this is at a high activity, everything is working smoothly, more faster, more efficient. This chakra is powered by movement. You need to stay active, you need to move, you need to stimulate your vestibular system. And the only thing that stimulates it is spinning, flipping, turning upside down, swinging, all types of movements. Don't become an adult. Don't become stagnant.
Now remember, just because you fit in, it doesn't mean you always belong there.
That's what you holler when you see me.
Ooh, that. I thought he was going to show us a
What's up?
DIY.
This is
that was good.
Another message to the collective. I have to come out here to get a break, catch a break. I'm receiving like so many downloads, but like collective, if you truly want to heal, you have to open those doors that you're afraid to open. And those doors are challenges, trauma, hurt, pain, just a plethora of things that so many of us are just scared to even shine light on and see, and just to know what the cause is and why it happened, because it's a pain. It's like a scab that you pick out that's gonna bleed. It's gonna bleed because it hurts, and you didn't heal that. The wound never healed, so it's a scab. So when you open that door, it's gonna hurt. You're gonna go through that, the hurt, the pain, all those feelings, all those emotions. But just know there's beauty on the other side of that. And it's not gonna be easy, but it's just something that you have to work towards too if you want better in this life. Because a lot of times, you not knowing who you are, you letting all the traumas and everything you've been through, you allow that to stop you from becoming who you are. And you know this. I don't even have to tell you this, because a collective, you already know. But like, in order to reach the highest you, in order to reach the best version of you, you have to know you. In order to know you, you have to open all those doors. You have to be open to truly know you. If you do want to know you. But this is just to the collective. Like, really take time to yourself and heal. Heal you, know you. Because when you do that, you'll be the best you. You'll be the highest version of you. You will be... You'll be like this. Just like happiness, gratefulness, bliss. Like, collective. For watching this message truly is for you. You can be anything. Everybody that you see on here, everybody that you see scrolling on this app right now is you. They're versions of you who chose to take action. The thing is, you're not taking action because you have a fear, you have doubts, you have worries. Who knows what it is? I'm not you. I'm speaking for myself. Before I got started, I let all that stuff stop me until I didn't. And now look at me. Like, I'm growing, I'm evolving. Like, y'all just seeing me now, but like, this is just the beginning stage. But like, post your content, post you, show you. When you show you, you allow people to see you. Oh man, when you allow people to see you, so much of what you desire will attract to you. You no longer have to search, it'll come to you. But in order for that to happen, you have to show you. You have to be confident and comfortable in you. So show yourself, and when you show yourself, the world's gonna change. I keep telling you guys when I do these videos, an airplane passing by, I know you can hear that. And that's your confirmation that when you do take action, you are gonna soar. You're gonna fly like that plane right there. Ah, that's you. You're gonna fly high. So post yourself.
I'm finna break it down real plain and simple. Adam, Eve, and the serpent. Spirit, soul, flesh. God, observer. You, right? So on the inside, spirit receives instructions. Flesh is untapped potential. Darkness, not evil. Darkness is not evil. Darkness is lack of awareness, full of potential, right? It needs instructions to receive light. Just like in the beginning, God said, let there be light when the earth was covered in darkness. And then after that, the water separated and life came forth, and animals and men. You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So God is telling us what occurs when we are in perfect harmony on inside versus when we are out of whack. So when you are out of whack, the spirit toils. The soul longs for the spirit, and the flesh goes against spirit. It says the flesh will eat up on dust. And it says Adam will toil the grounds until he become dust. Right? Imagine you got a job. We finna put it into example. Imagine you got a job. Your spirit says, I have this important project coming up. And your flesh says, but what if we wait till tomorrow? And now your soul, mind, will, and emotions have to decide. Well, you as the observer have to decide, what does my soul go to? If you go towards the spirit, okay, cool. The flesh has to follow. The serpent has to follow. But if you go towards the serpent, the flesh the spirit has to toil. Now that you agree that, all right, maybe we should wait till later. Now your spirit is inside of you going crazy on your ass. Like, listen, we need to do this. I don't know why you, but now you dealing with depression. Now you dealing with certain anxiety issues because you have let your spirit, your soul, and your flesh get out of whack. Simple as that.
Yep. Just went through it.
And what happens when the fall happens? You separate from God. No more internal seeking. You are disconnected from that inside part of yourself. If you were the observer, you no longer can tell Adam and Eve what to do. You are out of whack. You are anxious. You are too wrapped up into survival to even see within.
There's a lot of scary stuff going on in the world right now, but we can't give in to the fear. Here's what I want you to do. Anchor into love and peace. Feel those feelings to the core of your being, in your heart center. Now I want all of us to collectively visualize all these wrongdoers, the ones causing harm to others, the ones who feel some sort of power over the sovereignty of others. Imagine them, all of them, behind bars. I'm not saying to imagine them in a physical jail, but you can if that helps you. What I'm saying is to imagine them in an energetic prison. They are in spiritual court for all the wrongdoing that they've caused. They are out of alignment with the divine inside of themselves, and they will have to pay for those crimes. If not in the physical, in their soul, in their spirit, they have to answer to the divine. energy always circles back. So I want you to release your fear and your doubt to the divine and trust the knowing that justice is coming. Judgment is coming. Let's all collectively do this visualization. Surrender this to the will of the divine. Trust deep within you that things are being handled and that the earth is shifting into the space of love and peace. The more of us who do this, the more powerful it is. So anchor into the high vibrational energy of the light, of love, of peace, of your divinity. Do not allow the heavy, dense, low vibrational energy of fear and hatred overcome you.
Yeah, and right over here we have somebody that's been through thousands of life struggles and is still over here kicking ass, and they just don't give themselves enough credit at the end of the day, which they need to. Smile, honey. There we go. You're a love. Keep kicking ass. Let's roll, guys.
Yeah, man. Listen, we can heal ourselves while having a great time. We can heal ourselves while still enjoying life. Yeah, those moments of healing and surrendering those wounds, yes, they're uncomfortable. Yeah, it sucks. Nobody wants to do it. But everybody's got to do it. It's the only way. It's the only way to make this world a better place. We all, as a collective, I know that this video eventually will reach thousands of views. I know it will. So I'm going to say this. Collectively, let's all do it. Let's all visualize all the pedophiles and all the SAers and Emmers and all the people that do evil things. Let's all picture them in prison. Let's all picture them behind bars. And if we all do it collectively, it's called creative visualization. If we all creatively visualize it and feel it and know it's true, it's going to happen. You just have to believe in it. So, thank you for tuning in to Lady Boss Energy, where we uplift, motivate, and inspire each other to get shit together. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you know somebody who you think needs to see this or you think would enjoy watching this, share it with them. I hope you have an amazing 24 and the best 7 yet. And I pray the divine radiates love and kindness and compassion and abundance and peace and joy and all the things over your life today, tomorrow, and forever. Till I see you on the next one. I love you.